Midoriya just made contact with another hired gun. And he defeated
God damn it, another one?
He defeated
Whoa,
him
okay.
instantly.
Instantly? Damn. His eyes look kind of scary.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 6, Episode 22 of My Hero Academia, Friend. Well, that's positive. Love a friend. I mean, Deku's fighting has obviously been really impressive, and he's just getting better and better, but still, it like stresses me out knowing how many people are after him and how strong those people are, especially knowing that All For One definitely did give them bonus quirks. Like, I hate that for him.
We'll see how that goes. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for this episode and arc of My Hero Academia. We're going to be posting episodes every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of Season 6 right now, along with a few episodes of Season 7, the only season / My Hero content I have not seen, check out the Patreon link in the description below where they're all posted in their extended full-length forms. But are we excited for episode 22 of My Hero Academia Season 6?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Here's what I know. 2 months from now, in Hyboria Woods, they're meeting at a hidden mansion. I was supposed to
How do you hide a mansion?
And it's not just me. He sent the other hunters after the target too. The same job.
All for one. Good luck. Let's put an end to this tonight. Be on your guard. We have no
So
idea
cool
what
Deku's
traps
leading
might
that
be
team.
inside.
Yeah.
Wait, Deku, don't be reckless.
I have
Too
to
late.
finish this while All For One and Shigaraki
Are
still
you
aren't
Deku
strong enough
because
to
you're
steal one for
reckless?
all.
Was that a little Jujutsu Kaisen reference? there?
Yes.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
It's an important part too, so I was torn. But I do
Yeah.
need to acknowledge that was a good one.
Thank you.
Bonk.
Bonk.
I have to
Indeed.
finish this while All For One and Shigaraki still aren't strong enough to steal one for all.
It's empty. Can't say I'm shocked.
Izuku Midoriya, I do hope you enjoyed your heart-to-heart with the lovely Lady Nagant. If you're seeing this, it
a
means
projector.
you relayed my instructions, and I remain a step ahead of you. I knew a righteous boy such as yourself would never abandon a lost soul like her. But she acted of her own free will. I didn't force her. Do you know what the world calls those who face setbacks? Villains. People are quick to praise individualism,
All right.
but in truth, this is a regulated society. Those who don't fit in are ostracized. Democracy, socialism, this prejudice exists across every ideal. It's a byproduct of group living that predates the concept of society. The path you've chosen is a thorny one. Every fight will wear at you until there's nothing left. While I was imprisoned, I spent countless hours thinking about you. I'm afraid I'm not interested in All Might anymore. I've grown bored of that pitiful oath.
Yikes.
Which means now, it's your turn.
It's a boredom thing?
Yeah, but he said now it's your turn, just
Yeah.
like All Might said. to him.
Wow.
But so his target's Deku, not All Might
Alright.
anymore.
Wow.
Officially,
Moving on.
yeah.
Damn. All right.
But any trace of the League burned with the mansion. Can Nagant supply any more information?
Sounds like a no. Her doc at Central says she's still unconscious. From what I understand, the hospital staff isn't totally sure she's managed to stay alive.
She was beaten down by anger and despair throughout her years, but despite her past, she refuses to give up.
Endeavor, don't you think it's time we made our move? We should share the secret of One for All in Midoriya with more heroes, not just this hand-picked group. It would allow for a more comprehensive search.
The incident with Lady Nagant confirmed what we already knew. From here on out, if we want to find the League, our best bet is to lean on the boy. The police are already overwhelmed with all the jailbreaker cases, and we've got no eyewitness reports to lean on. We need to get a support system into place now, before it's too late.
Not 2 days ago, Death Arms threw in the towel. I constantly fight for our citizens, and still they doubt my intentions. They yell at me, send me away. And yeah, some still back us. But one insult can overshadow 10 cheers. I've never felt this before. Guess I thought I was bigger than that. I'm sure the others who quit felt the same. Turns out I'm not a hero after all. Just a human. He was a key figure during the raid. The one who rounded up any hero secretly aiding the Paranormal Liberation Front. A man with courage and grit.
Anyone's uniform could unravel next. I fear the fabric that makes up our hero network will soon be threadbare.
The press is getting ever closer to figuring out who Deku is. I suspect the former heroes are leaking them information. With all this chaos, no one knows who to look to. If the reality of One for All is exposed, it could set off a chain reaction of negativity toward Midoriya.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen if it goes down that way. I mean, hell, it's already a madhouse out there now.
Something's been nagging at me. Why doesn't All for One go public about the power himself? Sick the world on Midoriya, then take what he's after. It seems like the kind of thing he'd do.
If he did, we'd mobilize every hero in our ranks and hide Deku in isolation. Since he's keeping his mouth shut, he must want to avoid that outcome. Meanwhile, we're stuck. The only way we can catch the League's scent is if Deku is roaming the streets. Even with more enforcement, this is up to him.
So he has to be out there for them to find anything.
That's a frustrating situation.
So whenever you're done crying, we'll work together to stop Toya.
I think Shoto called him there.
Mm-hmm.
Shoto, just a little longer.
And he...
Oh, hey, that's mine. It's All Might. Midoriya just made contact with another hired gun. And he defeated
God damn it, another one?
He defeated
Whoa,
him
okay.
instantly.
Instantly? Damn. His eyes look kind of scary.
Yeah, take a look. Just take a look here.
Defeated him. Instantly.
Yikes.
Over already?
He had no useful information.
Damn.
It's possible he could explode too. Be careful.
Hey, not so fast! Take this! You haven't eaten, have you?
Listen. I'm good alone. You don't have to follow me.
Alright, Edgy. Calm down.
I'm fine. Really.
Which means now, it's your turn.
I've got this.
Now hold on just a minute!
At this point, I'm fighting at a level comparable to you when you were at 100%, and without any backlash. Don't you see? If you continue like this, you'll face off against a villain and die an unspeakably gruesome death! That's why.
You're trying to protect me. To keep me from getting caught up in your fated mission as my successor.
I want you to introduce yourself to the world and proudly say, I am here.
He was such a little
Don't
kid.
look back at me
Yeah.
for approval anymore, do you?
That's why. You don't have to worry.
I swore that I would raise him, that I would keep him safe. But... one more thing! Get it! I know what a heavy burden this is to carry alone! Which is why I want to scream at you! Don't work too hard! It's okay to take a break when you're tired! man.
Don't do this to me.
He said he was sorry.
No. Ooh. Gross.
Remember that guy? Come on.
To say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
Who have we seen that uses their tongue in combat?
Froppy.
Guess we'll just have to see, but what do you make of Deku and All Might in that scene?
Wow. I don't know. Deku's just like at his core not a resentful person, but it seems like he's as close to resentful as he could be. Or on the flip side, maybe being on his own for so long, it's just getting like more and more difficult. So basically, like, in order to stop himself from folding, he's creating more distance between him and the people he cares about. Like, he knows that if he were to say like, oh, thank you, All Might, do you want to like eat this lunch together, that he might not be able to keep up being by himself and then put everyone he loves in danger.
Yeah. Other thing is, like, had he had the lunch 10 minutes earlier, the enemy would have attacked him when All Might was right there. He just had fought somebody. Like,
yeah.
And he said he looked scary.
He did look scary. Well, his eyes were all like scary looking.
You still don't know who that person was.
No. Who? You can't tell me. You're not gonna.
It's okay. Viewer, I think you're supposed to know. So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say
really bad, and I'm sorry.
That's Stain.
Stain. Fuck it. Okay. Duh.
Because he
all right. Yes.
And, like,
Yes.
with the
Obviously.
mask,
Yes. Okay.
He appears out of nowhere without a sound. I heard he can use a bunch of different powers.
There are legends about him.
That seems weird.
Oh.
He could be a Nomu. But I heard he saves people.
Yeah? Well, I heard that he doesn't look anything like a hero. He's always covered in dirt and blood. It's scary.
Yikes.
We have a change of plans, Deku.
Yeah, he looks pretty rough.
You're not going to be able to keep up this pace much longer. Fortunately, we'll soon know when the foreign heroes will be dispatched. The more heroes in our fold, the more options we have. But you're the key. Burn out now, and we're doomed to fail.
I don't need to rest yet. I'm fine. We can't let the villains have any more time to prepare.
He's never had red eyes.
Nope.
That's
You know your wounds are nowhere
like
near
textbook
fully healed.
evil.
It's not the time to push yourself.
Oh no. Oh no. What?
My feelings are putting an added burden on his shoulders.
Not just you, it's this kid. Every cause carries equal weight.
For better or for worse, our quirks have given him an opportunity. He now has a way to achieve the dream he's chased his whole life. To be a superhero who helps those in trouble, no matter who they are.
His path is an honorable one. You approve? He can't sit idly by and wait for aid. Certainly not under these circumstances. That's part of One for All. It's part of having all of us in his head. However, I think there is one thing Izuku Midoriya needs more than anything else right now.
I'm curious what they think that is.
But
Are you hurt?
You have more than one power. Do you belong to him? All for one?
No.
Of course not.
No! Thanks for the save!
We're okay! No need to follow! We'll just be on our way!
All for one. Where is he hiding? There's no time.
And he's got like
I have to
claws
stop
now.
Shiraki. I have to stop the League of Villains. I won't let them harm anyone else.
Which means now, it's your turn.
I need to unlock One for All's full potential.
Now, it's your turn.
Damn.
In order for this country to know peace once again. In order for everyone to live a normal life like they did before. In order to smile with the people I care about like I used to.
He's so burnt out.
I have to.
Such
Oh,
impatience
God.
and anxiety. You wish to fight alone, so you're exhausted. You're exactly the raging ball of fatigue he said you would be. There's power in numbers, and if I bring you into the fold, my future is secure.
Letts Dictator. He was locked in Tartarus. Another assassin. Good. I need someone with more info. Maybe he can tell me where All for One is hiding.
Oh, you are up for
So
a
he's
fight?
interrogating now?
I was hoping for action.
He's been doing that.
Okay.
Smashing these ignorant fools.
So he just puppets people. Okay.
No, I don't want to fight.
What do I know?
This is
Crust was the one who apprehended Dictator.
tough situation
I
for
want to say it
Deku.
was around 5 years ago, during the bloodless surrender case. With a strong blow to his puppets, or better yet, by knocking him out, his quirk, Despot, can be nullified. But he's got a plan to keep me from touching him. Human shields. I can't attack with anything big. Air Force? No, I don't have my gloves. Black Whip then.
Yeah, Deku would never have him like that.
Yeah.
Control what we're doing.
That's just fundamentally evil.
It's okay. I understand. I'll break his hold on you. Everything is all right. I just need a second. Or two.
Damn it! Armor-piercing shot!
Yay! Okay, great news. Finally, we need help. Deku's not going to be happy about this, though.
One thing you need. You were wondering what it was?
A friend.
Over here. I found him.
All right.
Bakugo to the rescue. But before
Thank
we keep going,
God.
thoughts on Deku
Okay,
right now?
holy shit. He's like scary. I mean, like, it makes sense since he's been just on the run and like non-stop fighting and is exhausted. But that's also going to feed into the like, the heroes aren't heroes narrative. Yeah, he just seems like he's working himself to the bone.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks horrifying.
He looks awful.
Yeah.
Like, he looks very cool in like a villain way, in like a alternate universe. Like, this is what would have happened if like everything went terribly. Like,
but this is what would happen if everything went terribly.
Okay, but you know what I mean? Where they like show.
This is what they're doing. This would be like if a show where everything went terribly, the show everything's going terribly. Crazy to look at Deku season 1 versus this.
Oh my god, yeah, seriously. Very, very scary.
Bakugo's here.
Thank God. I don't think Deku's gonna be happy about that though.
Ah, really?
No. I mean, if he just like cussed out All Might.
That's true. We'll see.
I don't think Bakugo's gonna give a shit though. He's not gonna apologize. Yeah, I can't imagine Deku saying, Bakugo, why are you here? And Bakugo replying, I'm sorry I've just put all this pressure on you by showing up. Like, absolutely not. No.
Not gonna happen.
No.
Really? You think so?
Just guessing, but it is likely. He's obviously hanging out with Endeavor and the others. I'm gonna kill that damn nerd.
You're guessing? Didn't anyone contact them to get confirmation? Those three were your mentors.
I called multiple times. At no point did Hawks ever answer his phone.
Denim Face either.
Same
Denim Face.
They're busy, sure, but this is still odd. It's not a leap to assume they're hiding something from us.
Also, All Might hasn't come back to campus either.
Yes, you're right. Classes are suspended, so we can't even get promoted to the next grade right now. Hero Corps students were told to help secure the area or be on standby, which means we don't have time to hunt for any real intel. Denim Face and Featherhead both visited Deku in the hospital. All Might was there too. Then there's the letters. If he didn't want to get anywhere close to campus, then who the hell put these on our doors in the middle of the night? He had All Might doing his dirty work. Those idiots have got to be making moves together.
If he is with the adult heroes, then we can assume they are protecting him, we?
I know what kind of man you are.
The news only said that the top 3 heroes had teamed up. Nobody else was mentioned in the report.
Listen, moron.
I may not know Endeavor very well, but I know Deku, and I've got a good read on All Might too. I promise, this is the worst case scenario.
Then we need to figure out how to contact Midoriya and help him out. Let's go! Guys, what are we waiting for?
Endeavor graduated from UA, right?
Yes, that's right.
Let's get some answers.
Principal, you set me up.
I heard a request from my students and decided a group discussion would be worthwhile. When you're in education, your lessons should be fresh.
Just tricked him into coming.
All right.
Ignoring me. Didn't we just talk about how we're going to deal with Toya together?
Shoto, the fact that you're willing to stand at my side is why I still fight.
What good is that doing us? Why haven't you brought Midoriya back? Let me guess. You've got Deku and All Might looking after each other, right?
I knew it. I'm sure that sounded like a smart move, and maybe with someone else it'd be a good idea. But you missed something. You don't know Deku.
He knows him. Aww.
You'd realize he can't be trusted out there. He never considers his own well-being. He just says he's fine. That type of thing.
Even when he looks like literal dog
so
shit.
He can't be trusted to stop Deku. Listen to me. Something terrible is gonna happen if you let them do this alone.
And like,
looks like he's shaking off All Might.
Clocked it. Yeah.
If we were faster, maybe we would have talked some sense into him. We could be backing him up.
Midoriya.
Hold up, is that GPS tracking Deku? I need to borrow this. Sorry, sir. I know I'm just a guy who randomly ended up in Midoriya's class, but I want to help.
Me too.
Oh, they
Especially
don't
after
care about
everything
him
we've
so
been through
much.
this year.
Yeah, same here.
Ditto.
I can't believe he didn't confide in me about his worries concerning One for All, but I'm more surprised that he thought a simple letter would convince us to let him run away.
Class 1A sticks together. We'll track his location and we'll stand
This is
by
so
his side.
sweet. Right. Oh my
We know
goodness.
that One for All has burdened Midoriya with a terrible responsibility, but that doesn't change the fact that he's our friend. And knowing that someone we care about is walking a treacherous path means we can't look to the future with a smile.
The streets are too dangerous. They're brimming with crime. It's no place for students.
I've seen how you've matured, Todoroki. I agreed to let Midoriya team up with you because I knew that he didn't want to come back to UA and risk it being targeted by villains. He was worried. But he can come back. The school will be just fine. Ever since we accepted him, he's been under our protection like every other student here.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to UA, your hero academy.
He's right. This is our hero academy.
What about the evacuees you've taken in? They'll be at risk if he returns. And they're furious with us already. Something like this will stoke the fire.
I'll figure out a way to make them understand. Besides, I didn't approve our status as an emergency shelter because we have a large campus. You see, when we were preparing for the last school festival, we reinforced the UA barrier. We didn't end up needing the extra security, so this is our chance to test it out. Don't forget, all
right.
grew up in this school too, and we survived. Go ahead, students. Bring your classmate back.
Shut up.
They're all here for him.
The villain is secured. We're in the clear, Bakugo.
Great explosion murder gone dynamite, damn it!
Oh, right, I forgot. Sorry.
My body's mine again.
What just?
A bunch of kid heroes showed up.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Because we're worried about you.
That's nice, but I promise I'm fine.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know, and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Really. No need for concern. So leave.
Oh yeah, great
No.
speech! Just what we wanted from the famous One for All successor! Real talk. Are you able to smile right now? Come on, go ahead and show us!
In order to smile, for everyone to live in peace, I have to go. I'm sorry. Everyone get out of my way!
You're gonna have to make us, you busted ass All Might wannabe!
We had a feeling that's what you were going to say. Let's do this, class!
We have a strategy. Hell yeah.
And that
All
is
right.
where we are left
Fabulous.
for episode 22. I think we have to watch the next one today, I'm just saying, but...
Get out of my way!
You're gonna have to make us, you busted ass All Might wannabe!
Hey, wouldn't you rather relax instead? You could really use a bath!
Don't make me do this!
Midoriya! No!
Oh no.
Heaven-piercing ice wall!
About that.
You're done.
That's where we're left. What are your thoughts before we jump into our discussion?
I'm so smiley. Okay, fabulous. Thank God. I mean, okay, like obviously they haven't won yet, but I think they're gonna.
Yeah, it's Deku versus Class 1A next episode.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you're feeling emotional here, I'm excited to see this next episode.
It's gonna be great. I've been hydrating.
Yes.
I'm so excited to see the class strategy of fighting against Deku because like they've all been working together for so long and have such a great understanding of the intricacies of each other's quirks and how they could work together. And they also know Deku so well that like, I don't know, it's going to be strategically very cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to see it, but one thing I will add in is they haven't seen all of Deku's new quirks.
You're so right.
We're going to have to see what happens
God
there.
damn it.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for more episodes coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of Season 6 now and a few episodes of Season 7, check out the Patreon linked in the description below where they're all posted in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Day asks, Class 1A has arrived. Do you think their mission will end in success, given Deku's strong conviction to go at it solo in order to protect everyone he cares for?
I think at the beginning of his solo venture, definitely not. At this point, I think he's so exhausted and run down and just done that I think they're going to be able to do it.
I don't know. He's pretty powerful.
He is, but he was literally dragging, like literally falling over. And it's everyone in his class. Like, there are some pretty heavy hitters.
Well, we'll have to see. I don't know. But so you think they'll end up getting him?
I do.
What quirk do you think would be best to get him?
I think it's going to be Todoroki Ice Block.
Really?
Yeah. Ice Cube.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be like a lot of people doing a lot of different like puzzle pieces working together and then like the last final hit. But I don't think it's going to be like one person from the class just like does the whole thing.
I cannot wait for you to see this. I just can't wait. But anyway, let's go to our next question. Question 2. Katsuki Bakugo asks, in the true spirit of Bakugo, all Deku's ever wanted was to save people, but now they seem to fear him. What kind of damage do you think his psyche is taken from all this burden? And do you think Class A will be able to pull him back from the brink of despair? Not the brink of despair. He's in despair.
Yeah. I mean, seeing him like save people, but do it in such a way that they were scared the whole time. I mean, that was something that set him apart so early on, was that he was so comforting while he was saving people. Like, while everyone else was saving people normally and, you know, potentially scaring them with like the firepower or height or whatever, Deku was always very conscientious of like, hey, I know this is a really scary situation. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, there was like the bedside manner was such a critical part of what set him apart as a hero. And so now seeing him have gone so far the other way, that he's so singularly driven towards beating All for One, that he like either doesn't realize or doesn't care that he's coming across in such a like menacing way, and it's just it's so different from how he started.
Yeah, so definitely weighing on him. And let's go to our third question. Question 3. Saw Meadow asks, after the way Deku pushed All Might away, do you think Deku resents All Might even just a little bit for putting all this pressure on him?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he does, even if he doesn't realize that that's what's happening. And I don't think it's necessarily like being resentful of the initial power he was given so much as resentful about All Might not knowing the full extent of what he was giving Deku. I think if All Might had known like everything about the vestiges and had been upfront about that with Deku, young Deku probably still would have like taken the power. Like it's what he's always wanted, and he's always been a person who will help others to his own detriment. But the fact that he didn't know, I would imagine it would be difficult for Deku to imagine All Might as much of like an all-knowing, all-powerful, godlike figure, knowing just how unprepared he was to hand over the power.
Yeah, when I watched it, I didn't think resentment. I thought just like he was just really locked into his own. But now that I rewatch it, like I think there is definitely a tone of like, you gave me this, like I now let me run with it, but I'm still a little pissed that I have to deal with this type thing.
Yeah,
like he's a heroic person, so he'd want to help anyway. But like I think there's some level, just a tiny bit, even if it doesn't have an assigned reason so much as just the whole situation. Like I think there's just a little bit of like friction there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine All Might with all these quirks? That's what I think.
No,
like,
I can't. That would be crazy.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
That'd be insane. Anyway, let's go to our final question. Final question. HBomb24 asks, while trying to track down All For One, Deku encounters a video recording of the villain with him stating that he's no longer interested in the powerless All Might and that Deku's next. While it's true that Deku has leveled up considerably this season, if the Demon Lord himself were to come for him, do you think that Deku would stand a chance against him?
At this moment, no. He's
if he was
so
full
run
power.
down.
If he was full
okay,
power.
if he was full power.
Sorry, full power. If he got a good night's rest and was like
healed,
not exhausted.
Yeah.
As well. So.
Yeah. Like back to his baseline.
Yeah. But still had all the quirks, but yeah.
I think until All For One fully merges with Shigaraki, I think Deku definitely stands a chance. I'm gonna be a lot more concerned about the situation when it's All For One power and strategy wise inside of a body that's not physically limiting him.
Yeah, we'll see what I have no idea what's gonna happen there. For me, I think at full power, so All For One right now is controlling Shigaraki through his consciousness, but I don't know the plan to like make Shigaraki fully upgrade. Like they don't have the tech, so I don't know how they're going to do that. So I wonder whether it's going to be two All For One powers with synchronicity in their brains attacking Deku at the same time, which would be a problem. But then he could take out the main one, and then I don't know, like the concept of the fight that's going to take place, I can't quite wrap my head around. Like I think there has to be another Deku somehow, like another All For One level person to fight with. I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see what all these new powers, if they'll make a difference. But that remains. We will have to find out. But that's where we're left for episode 22 of My Hero Academia season 6. Are we excited for episode 23?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.